MHD Koala, yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a waste of a capture card in the sense that it's a 144 FPS 4K card, and I'll be using it only at 1080. Yeah, 500. Yeah, the quad Black Magic, it's a monster. They've been making a card like that for a while. I think it's is it PCIe 8 or 4 now? I think the old one that I remember seeing years and years ago was like 8x, and now because the PCIe is improved, it's now down to 4. I might be wrong though. Yeah, it's 4. Get a 3090. I wish. I tell you what, if someone wants, if you want to just pass the pod around, maybe jump on that Patreon a little bit, which is something I never really promote, but it is actually a thing. But I literally never post it in there. Maybe I'll post an early picture of getting the card. Maybe some behind this. I don't know. I don't know how to add value to Patreon. I really don't. Yeah, pass the hat around. Maybe I could afford the $3,000 for 3090 here. If anyone doesn't believe me, also, it legitimately is. I believe it was 3,000 the last one I saw. Let me just double fact check that. Nvidia. Jesus, that's actually gone up by $100. Yeah, this was only 3,000 like a few days ago. The gigabyte one. Yeah, 2,999. The Asus. This is yeah 3,000. Yeah, 39 is a waste of money. You want if you want like 3090 is just 3090 with more. Yeah, it's just a um not holding back. It's a 3080 which is just nothing holding back. The 3070 is basically the 2080 or the 1080 equivalent. 3090 is just. In fact, I have a feeling that the 3070 might even be 2080 equivalent. Hey, Slazer. 6 supporters of a certain tier, you can get a 3090. Voxel Tycoon, it is, yes. Alright, let's jump back in here. I don't like that it kills the sound when I jump out. It's just eerily quiet. Quadros with 228 gigs. Yeah, I mean, trying to solve the problems with the frame rate, and it seems okay now. What did I set this to? I think I put VSync on this one. Yeah, I put VSync on. It seems like, I don't know what's, I think some kind of update has happened. Oh yeah, 3070 will be better than 2080 because it'll be an improvement. But what I think overall, I think that they've shifted the numbers down over traditional. Like the whatever 70 was the sort of intermediate good card, and it's now I think become more of a top of the line. They've shifted it more to be a top of the line card, and it's like the 1660. No, 16 was it 1660 Ti and all that. Those are like I would argue those are like the whatever 70s that came before it, or like a 1060 sort of equivalent. Yeah, normally the 70s were the sort of not quite top end, but reasonably good. Speaky good test. It ran quite bad. Yeah, it was just terrible. I think I might have some improvements. I have been working on it. Some optimizing the settings, but yeah, that was terrible. Waiting for the Titan. That's the 3090 basically. Now, we haven't actually really done anything with this game yet. So, I think I left this running for a little while after last time. I may have even built some trains, I don't remember. I might have built that coal train or something. Just to keep the industries going. I legitimately don't remember. Yeah, and then we had these trucks which were loading and unloading into themselves. One thing I didn't quite realise is that it actually loads and unloads into the here as well as the wood shop. And it's still quite funny doing this thing. How are you looking? Still growing. Oh, it is basically open TTD, this game. It is basically open TTD. Why are you unhappy? Oh, you're saturated, that's why. I was like, yeah, it's yellow. Why is it yellow? Yeah, very low demand. I still maintain my assertion that these should be, these, like, the powerhouse should include demand both things, not two separate things. I would like to see that change. For me, it's a good thing now. You can catch decent hours. Oh yeah. So while we're on that topic, I've actually set up this for now. So Saturday, Monday, we're going to do those times, and then this is going to be changing week by week. Keep an eye on the Discord as well. I'll post. I'll try and keep the schedule up to date and the announcements, and I'll keep them pinned. That way you can check them. But yeah, so we're going to be aiming for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I believe we're on Tuesday, aren't we? Yeah, we're on Tuesday. Let me just check. Yes, we are on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to be at this time, and I think I got the European time right too. Oh yeah, give some subs, unlock some K-pop emotes. Oh my god, there's a lot of K-pop emotes. In Ika's channel this morning, I think 150 K-pop emotes were unlocked, something like that. Was it his, or was it another channel? I think it was another channel actually. Damn K-pop. Yep. What's the story with that? Give it away. Oh, they give. What? So what's going on? Why is there suddenly K-pop everywhere? Like, why is Twitch giving away K-pop emotes? What's going on with all this K-pop crap? I mean, I call it crap, but it's. Well, no, I maintain that assertion. Can I see who you're covering? Trying to get late night streams up and running again? Yeah, I can't do daytime for now. Right, let's add some more iron mines. Don't recall if leveling this kills the resources. Tell you what, let's find out. I mean, worst case scenario, we lose a little bit of resources. 175? Ah, it's still 175, so it's probably fine. I mean, at the same time, we've got 11 million now, so we can expand our territories. Mining facilities, iron mine. I should have held down shift. There we go. That'll help transfer into this thing. Ooh, you're upgrading. Yeah, we need to pump more iron bar. You're getting wood beam. Yeah, so we're going to be doing, for at least for now, we're going to be did you run on a potato? It's weird, isn't it? Because it's sort of, yeah, it's untextured. And that's, I don't know. I love it and hate it at the same time. Flash to bedtime? No, Glacier. I do want to post these onto the YouTube as well. These VODs. Alright. What do we got to work with? There's copper, who takes wood planks. Yeah, each one of these territories has generally has a resource in the town. Iron again. There's stone. I don't remember which one I actually wanted more than anything else. What's our research doing? Not your research. Working 2 takes planks and glass. Manufacturing takes steel. That takes copper wire. I think that needs basically copper stone processing, copper smelting. Glass production, heavy diesel engine is just money and time. Mining is that wooden beam? It's wooden beam. Rails is stone, I think. I think stone is a... Oh, and they're all pretty good. Yeah, steel, there's iron. I think wooden beams and maybe diesel engines where it's at. Okay, so I'll just tell this to do heavy diesel. At least we've got the money now to do it all. The early grind is annoying. And you should be able to do mining too. This actually unlock, I think, the mines that I need, yeah. So I can't do any more mining until that's done. Anyway. Right, you need a warehouse. Let's just drop it, say here. Like that. You can be wooden beams. Throw down... Oh, speaking of VODs too, the next... I think it's not... The YouTube is not up to date. That's actually another catch with this is... I can either do process and upload VODs or be here now. I can't quite do both, unfortunately. So there's 2 more VODs to go up, I think? 2? Or was it 4? I think there's 4 to go up. Actually, if there's 4 to go up, it means there's 2 ready to go tonight. So I can do that after we finish here. Face this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, if there is, I'll have to check. But yeah, there should be more. I'm pretty sure there's either 2 or 4 VODs coming. And then it's up to date. Oh, we also gotta set these to that, and isolation distraction. That's pretty much why I'm here. Dear. Yeah, the restrictions here are easing up finally. So things have started moving here again. In saying that, things have also broken quite badly, so I need to actually... Well, things broke like a week or 2 ago, and we haven't been able to do anything until now. Now that the lockdown's easing up, it's finally can finally fix things. I don't know if I can cram a second output squirter here. I could do it like that, but how much spaghetti can we do? Let's see. I think that this is the important question. How much spaghetti can we make? Get rid of that. Alright, let's flip that around. That's flipped around as well. Perfect. I believe there is a mod. Oh, did I was pissing around with mods. Percent in South Korea, so 15 days isolation, 4 COVID tests so far, all negative, getting tired, everything stuck up your nose. Oh, nasty. Ah, now I get what you mean by K-pop. I was wondering what was going on. I wasn't sure if it was just some craze that was sweeping Europe or what. Because Twitch has been all over the K-pop emotes. How many I have now? I probably have like 20 stupid things. Maybe diesel engine's done. Alright. You can make a start on steel smelting. Ooh, that's churning out quite a bit now. Yeah, a few more mines kick things into gear. Hey, Arnwolf. still look a little choppy. So going back to the capture card topic, the reason why I got it was eventually I want to move to a game PC, stream PC system or setup. So when I upgrade this PC, which is starting to really need one, I'll use it as a stream PC. When I was buying it, I was tempted to get like a 2060. But I don't have another $400 lying around for one of those. Alright. Just gotta wait for this research to get done, I think. Looking. I think the other thing I can do is start changing more stuff over to train before too many of these towns get too big. Which would be a bit of a pain. Probably the biggest thing is this game is very cramped for space. The 1080 laptop, that might be more difficult. Yeah, that'd be a struggle. That would be a bit of a struggle. I mean, where I put the station generally doesn't matter. I might go over here. It doesn't really matter because like I can put it anywhere and just belt the ores into the city center. Upgrade the CPU instead? Well, at least you're able to upgrade it for a laptop. Maybe make it 4. Starting to not really like a lot of space free. I think you're my copper hole too. Okay, maybe I'll put it over here. It's an AK. And I could get rid of that mountain. Just no good spots for it. So there, it's getting real close to overlapping something it shouldn't. Desktop socket. Nice. It's pretty typical for laptops these days to not have upgradable anything. Rip map and reroll, apparently. Yeah, it's stuttering a bit there. This game does have like performance on it is a bit of a struggle. It does get on the struggle bus. I think the answer is like over here. There. It's only going to cost 1.7 million to obliterate that mountain. Fine. Make it 200 meters long, just to be sure. Like us, just to be sure. I'll never need to upgrade it again. Because I think you have to demolish them to... Ooh, that's a lot of millions. There we go, 5 million. AK. Alright, what are you gonna do? I don't think there's any more wood researchers available. No. I mean, that requires glass. Which we'll probably do over in the sand area. I think it's safe to say I spent a bit of money. Now that we've got the stone available. It's just the one. Is it just the one stone? Or one over here? Over here. It's coal again. Iron. Copper. Yeah, I think it was. Have. don't think I... Oh, there it is. Wood. Let's unlock it. Yeah, the size of the map, I think, is going to be a problem in this game. Yeah, wood and iron. There's more stone. Game sure grinds to a crawl. Trail. Game grinds to a crawl. By late game. Excuse me, coming through. Another thing that goes back a ways. Yeah, we never actually finished Witcher 3. Maybe we should finish that one day. Got to get some closure on that. We only ever got as far as the Tucson DLC. Of course, we never finished the main quest. Gonna do Cyberpunk? I'll try it. I'll give it more. I guess probably the best way to say it is, I'll consider it when it comes out. The game has a worryingly large amount of hype around it. Concerningly significant amount of hype. Much stutter means noob. What's the nicest way of saying I'll play it if it's good? It lives up to the exceedingly abundant hype that it has. I mean, it may be good, but like, I don't like diving into a game sight unseen and all. On the topic of that, I do also want to play Mafia Remastered. But my willingness to play it isn't worth the asking price. It's $70, I think. It's a fair chunk of change. More than I'm willing to spend. It's not near a game, we'll play it. I mean, there's that too. There is that. Alright, let's bring these tracks round back to the main network. Not that really is a network. What do we need? I need them ingots. Could probably do a tunnel through here. We haven't done a tunnel yet. Tunnel would be cute, wouldn't it? Okay, something like that. All kinds of excellent. Oh, every... What it sets the cursor height at is just annoying more times than anything else. Just annoying as. I inevitably want to it inevitably wants to be something other than what I want. You wakey. I mean, that barely qualifies as a tunnel, mind you. Move everything one tile. I mean, I probably could have gone down another tile and then it would have made more use out of that tunnel. But it does sound like a good idea. Move everything a tile. go. Get a pregnal there and a pregnal there. Pregnal being short for pre-signal. Best thing about this game is you at least have bridges and tunnels, so... worst case scenario... The train tracks can go over and under each other. Unlike Factorio. It's just nice to be able to do that. Pregnant signal, yeah, it's going to give birth to a little baby, shunting signal. Pregnant signal. That's it. And then, you know, it starts off as a single light target dwarf sighting signal. The little baby signal. I'd gone and undid it, didn't I? And then it grows up into a regular two-light signal. Before you know it, it's a fully grown 3-aspect signal. Or if it studies hard in school, in signal school, it turns into a high-speed network 4-light signal. Victoria can jump. I have seen that mod. Oh, you're happy about your iron bar delivery. I mean, that other stop's probably a little bit unhappy about their supply at the minute. Any change on that? No. It looks like the mods loaded a per map as well. I need that. Let's replace you with something better. 85 to 95, that's barely a change. 100, so not much more. This is just 2 of them anyway. Sure, why not? Uh, 151. I don't remember how long these stations are. Change it to that then. Hey, it's a fire raiser. Hey, nice to see you again in the mornings. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been here. How you doing? Beep. Away with ye. Doing great? Wonderful. Probably a little bit sleepy. Excellent. What are you able to do now? I think that might be everything. You need logs. Depot 1, so where's the logamajig? You. Or my victim. I mean volunteer. Let's send you down there. Send you on your way. This intersection here, I think, is the next victim for upgrading. There I go, calling them victims again. It's interesting, you can't actually... can I moved around there. Very, very busy there. Oh, you're going to coal. It'd be so good to get passengers in this game. Should be coming with Steam. Steam release. Never finished doing that, did I? Tell you what, let's come over here. Level this bad boy out. Mining. I actually did a test run with when I was playing around with the mods. I did a test run with. Oh, it respawns it. Okay. I did a test run with some mods, and starting with everything pre-researched is actually kind of nice. Roads 2. Rails 2. Both are good. It's tempting to throw down another lab just for it. Well, there's only one thing for it. Add more sawmill. Not enough lumber? Add more sawmill. Guys have weird pathfinding. It's just unique. They're special vehicles. They're doing their best. Ain't nothing to mine here. Not with that attitude. Can't build here. It's a high spellmaster. Yeah, that kind of special. This place got to disappear in no time. They actually cover? Yeah, they do. Oh yeah, these things are going to fill up first, that's right. Shrinking. There they go. Yeah, look at it go now. Now we're turning out the wood. And I really need that research to finish pretty soon because this town is starting to choke in the track. So is this one actually, mind you. Both of them need to get out of the way. What you need more mining. Every problem can be solved with more mining. Ooh, iron parts. Getting serious now. Iron parts is after once you smelt the ingots, you turn them into parts. That means. Let's just get it done because it's gonna need it anyway. Iron. Goodbye, old warehouse. I know I deleted like 115, but in the scheme of things, it's nothing. Is it constant through games? Yeah, it's always need more. The problem with this game is you eventually reach a point where you exceed the game's ability to provide more. Like, you just can't more faster anymore. I think that's... I really hope that more fastering is embraced in this game and it isn't all just visuals. I might need to move the furnaces down there. Rails 2, start that up for me, please. Problem is, either way, I probably don't have the space to really do what I want. Factories, ally smelter. It's just terrible, that is. That's terrible. Two, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Seems like a reasonable number, eh? Oh yeah, we need to make steel too, don't we? Maybe I'll dedicate those to steel or something. All I remember of this game is I need a lot of iron ingots. Smelter on the AK base. Some mistakes were made on that base, I think. I must admit. Six, 12. I mean, wait a minute. I'm wondering how long it's someone take to notice that. Yeah, there's a 95% win chance, and I said, I changed that months ago. All of the mods have been getting away with it for months. Where is it? Mini games. It's like 400% compared to everyone else. 250%. Everyone else gets 200. No, it's been like that for months. So funny. Red Kiwi laser eye time. Yeah, Veldak is. Remember how Veldak was like losing every round? Constantly? I don't remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, that's right. I did this wrong. I did it one tile. I want two because I want to run the coal underground. Why don't I not be lazy and like actually lower it like that? That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Oops. Yeah, it's had a higher pay rate for forever. Rails too, eh? Ooh. Diesel engine 2, Rails 3, is all steel. Those are all steel based. Oh, there's stone processing. Yeah, Freight Wagons 2 is a good one. Oops, I did click the wrong one, didn't I? There we go. Stone processing. Points match the rank. They sure do. I mean, I make sure it's it's right there in no uncertain terms that when you look at the points, he's definitely a cheater. Oh, I can actually click and drag. I'm used to the jank. The problem is for me with this tool is I'm used to the really janky SimCity tools. Yeah. Right, now we gotta play the bring the coal together game. Where's the coal? There it is. There we go. And of course this flipped. So figure out how to add a roll to you. I don't know how to do per person rolls. They're all going the right way. Those aren't. I mean, we're seeing all but the last one. There we go. Trouble is, no matter what, is at a junction, it always stutters. Can't do anything about that. Is the belt the wrong way? There is. I mean, there's that one there that's the wrong way, but all of them seem to be outputting. Oh yeah. Well, we'll get to it when we get to it. Right, factory. Press. You. A bit over 1 a second. Parts. The way it's, but I like the way it splits more than anything else. I like having even splits everywhere. There we go. Kablamo. Arguably, I could split it. Nah. I should actually do some ratios on this. I should actually pay attention to the ratio. There we go. Now that we got... Make make all the vehicles angry. Get this out of the way. Before I lose any more space in this town. It's important to me. Okay, jeez, calm your tits. Why do I have to be 2 hours? You're too tired for this now. Don't you have daylight savings eventually? At some point? You know what? Let's move this further away. Oh, 2 weeks before. See. Down and under we go. Any track lag in this currently? Yeah, currently. We'll give it some time. I think in time we'll give it some track lag. Well, let's go with a bridge. Beautiful incident with safe crossing. 100% safe crossing. 100% totally legit safe crossing. I'm happy with it. There. It actually fit amazingly. There we go. You deserve a full T intersection and you're gonna get one. Just like that. There we go. I think that's right. Pretty sure that's right. I wish there was... I wonder if I can make a mod to these signals to put them on the correct side. These are on the wrong side and I don't like it. I feel like I've done something wrong, and I don't know what it is. Oh. That's what it is. It's because they're on the wrong side. Can't tell what's going where. There you go. On the right side. Okay, alright here. Alright now. Mr. Pedantry Pants. Go over the top. I mean, I'm probably going to regret going over the top, but oh well. Away with ye. Oh well, I'm happy now. I got better track. Got a better junction. Ain't that cute? It's not how I do it in OpenTDD. There's too many curves to do it that way. In OpenTDD, I would open up the gap between the two and push these on the inside, not the outside. Trouble is, no matter what you do with curves in this game, they always slow trains down. Stagnation, eh? Stagnation station. You can take steel now. Likewise, you can do steel, you can do steel, steel, and steel. Another warehouse. There, and you're going to do me some iron parts. Then we enter the spaghetti. Boy, do we enter spaghetti land. Difficulty getting their iron parts. Who knew? Whatever shall we do? Should probably get him some iron parts then. Not gonna lie, the day-night cycle on this is kind of annoying. Have I overcooked it? Does a conveyor belt move? I don't remember. I feel like I might have. Oh, it is going down. Yeah, there we go. Starting to see a bit of gap. I think it should be, yeah, it's leaving gaps. Oh, it's backed up anyway. Oh, whoopsie. That's right, you needed the other thing. Alright, where's the ingots? So what is the bonus? They've all had the bonus for some time. It was like it was the extra special pity for Veldak. It's been there for like 2 or 3 months. There we go. Let's fix these while we're at it. Yeah, oh, partly. Also because it was hilarious. I can take it out if you like. although, well, and actually, on the topic of mods, I was thinking about formalizing it, the position, and maybe, I don't know how I want to do it. I don't know how to run mods and things. I don't know how to manage mods. Usually what happens is I pluck people at random. What was my train of thought on that? I can't even think anymore. Yeah, formalizing it is so clear out everyone who is a mod, because there's actually quite a lot on the mod list who hasn't shown up in, quite frankly, months. And maybe do some applications. You know, make it all very official sounding. As moderators are just a chance with a Lord of the Rings reference. Use git merge the mod, git pull, git push. Yeah, I think you're on a slightly different train of thought there. Stone. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, was formalize it with some an application system. Get people who were strong parts of the community and want to help maintain and represent the community. But again, I have no idea what I'm doing. GitHub, when you pull a mod, they have to be in the stream for the entire time. I feel like I need that at times. Alright, let's get some more trains. Oops. I needed to add some wagons to that. Get a loony who bans everyone. You'd hate to get someone who bans everyone. Further comment on that discussion. 123, sure, whatever. We'll unload up to there. Find the good trolls in chat. But can it be? I'm sure it could be. Speaking of Veldek, hi Veldek. The original cheater. Yes, the original cheater is online. Now which one was it that supported Stone U? Parts. Alright. Next round of cheese. You like cheese, don't you? Maybe been conveyor too long. Not with that attitude. Just feels wrong, doesn't it? Oh. Dear. I'm only just off the research for that. I sort of assumed it was a little bit further away than it actually was. Don't fret, we shall get you your iron parts soon enough. 1 unit of warehouse. 1 conveyor connector. Gears. Just start pulling. Oh good, that didn't actually demolish that entire thing. Now I really hope this still works. It'd be really annoying if it doesn't. Perfect. You can still cheese conveyor belts to get them longer. Right, you have nulls. Remember to check they're gonna be fun. Pop a null. Yeah. Nulls aren't fun, are they? Have to plug that in there. Garage. Get our gears truck. And hopefully the prick doesn't get stuck. Polished. Main crashed an airport system sending nulls instead of zeros. Hey, how well, folks? Hey, I'm not factorial enough. If they're not a traffic jam, you're doing it right. I mean, you got a point there. Go. So no vehicles come here. Good. The parts train is moving. The iron is flowing. I remember at the end of the last game, getting enough iron flowing was a struggle. The struggle was real. I ain't getting to that anytime soon, I don't think. Oh, then again. Pre-production? Oh, you need sand. Not sand. Missing the monster junction? True, I only built the first sort of major T-junction there. It's still early days. It looks right, but I think it's wrong, so only runtime. A runtime bug can fix it when it takes way too long to actually test to find it. Another classic. Perhaps he avoided at least on one of them. Hello, giant station. I mean, right out here, right now, doesn't need to be a very high throughput thing yet. That wasn't supposed to go there, wasn't it? Supposed to go over here. Oh, when you're being lost. All has grown. Ah, hey now. 10 years is a fair amount of time. It's always the way, isn't it? You always find bugs later. It's like, how did I not find those sooner? Those are the worst kind. Magic ways to make the weirdest bugs appear and create a system in a way that never... It's amazing, isn't it? Very basic electronic sex, Victoria. I've got Bob's Angel. Oh! Oh, it's one of those games. I don't know why I'm running a train bridge over that. Should be the other way around. Trucks should make way for trains. Take exception to this. I mean, in saying that, I'll do it again. Hooray! 30-year-old also bug in a banking system where she currently works. Bug was harmless, but never found it. Try to do something and it's always failing. Yeah, that's something. I mean, at the same time, is there anyone willing to fix it? Being banking. Oh, whoa. Starting to get sleepy. It's the other thing too with banking is the team fixed it. Yeah, as I was saying, I know banking can be very unwilling to like if it's a minor thing, they can be unwilling to change. All right, you on top. Take stone blocks. Not you. Probably that one. Yep. Scan the systems that were like, we know there's a bug, but if we fix it, it breaks everything else. Oh, did I miss the train? Yeah, it's already out there. I think I underestimated the length of the train, somewhat. Aviation probably the worst. Takes 6 months to a year to do a test run. Oh yeah, aviation, that is true. Iron plate now. It's where the big brain logistics starts getting out of control. time. Time is nearly over already. Approaching it. Stone. If we can just get rid of another little bit of that mountain. It's only 2 hours today. Sadly. Try that again, only we'll pull it back to here. Hey, what happened there? Just sort of flicked over. Something ain't right with the controls right now. Oh, it's back to normal. Dog Prairie? Prairie du Chien, whatever that is. Oh, I need to attach it to a thingy. Du Prairie Blum Flum. I have no idea. Stone block. The garage is starting to get a fair way away. Just say load. There, unload, there. Field motion logic needs a combinator that says use at your own risk. Heading out for anything? Good night. I mean, I'm heading out in half an hour anyway. You're saturated? Yep. This one needs to be delivered with train loads of coal. Back to Kiwi land. Right, start. Oh. Right. Kind of important. There we go. 9 hours later, I'm exhausted. Longer message for content. It's a system or lack of features. This game does have this whole economy thing, you know, you could min-max this, but I've never really seen the need to. You might as well just flood them with resources. Shadaboo, but do you really want to? I don't think you want to. I think you want to stay here and do exclamation mark heist. Yeah, it could be a managers as well. Or honk. Honk is good too. Can't forget honk. Can never stop honking. Dang it. That Jeep just zooming through. Yeah, I own the rows now. Perfect. I mean, the town can't be relied upon to build a grid properly, so it seems like I'm going to have to step in, take charge there. Game does seem to have its own internal grid, but at the same time... Actually, I think I built those. Goose has stolen the laptop. Managers, I said nothing. Which program is it talking about? Is it the manager or is it the programmer? Probably should move that over a little bit. Level 81. Very high. What do we got there? What's this? Stuff and noises. Deadly wickets. Keep on with that raid. Which I can't see the number of because the thing stopped scrolling. Why did you stop scrolling? 7. How you doing? Welcome everybody. How you all doing? How'd your stream go? What you streaming? There it goes. Chat regrouped. Ooh, Factorio, nice. Hey, bringing in some Factorio watches, nice. This game isn't Factorio, but it is fairly relevant to Factorio. It's a transport game with some factory elements, and just to satisfy your need of Factorio, there is some bell spaghetti right there. Factorio 2 Space Exploration. Ooh, excellent. It's good fun. Lurking and watching. Nice. Are you into the space exploration part, or is it still early days? So track mud over the screen. The app that makes a goose appear on screen. Oh yes, I've seen that. It attacks windows and steals. Does it steal a cursor? I think it steals a cursor. Pretty sure it steals a cursor. I remember seeing it a clip of it somewhere. Yeah, welcome on everyone. I normally do a lot of Factorio, but I do enjoy all kinds of simulation games as well. Does need Excel. This game is a lot easier on the brain power front. It's a lot more relaxed than Factorio is. You had to restart your run because of a missing part of a mod in the late game. Ooh, nasty. Why is that complaining? Alright, I can't be bothered supplying iron ore to that. But then the IT guy's computer lost permissions for a day. Still LED science, just getting started. Well. I haven't touched... we got the K2, the red circuit lost in space map. But I haven't been able to get back to that in a while. I've kind of been pushing the AK base a lot. I got as far as launching the rocket and getting the... Did I start getting the deep drill going? Who was she just some science bands for SpaceX exploration? I'm still not entirely sure how you power everything. Growing. That's what we like to see. Right, we're starting to get some serious railway empiring going. I think it might be time to replace this junction. Get another T going. Next friend, trying to get your cybersecurity lecturer to have one of the UPCs. Okay, science I'm in now. I mean, it's so close to doing it. I could probably get it just by leaving it run. Angry trains are angry. Let's see. Now level. You're actually quite high. Hmm. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with the teleporting trains to depot. I'm not a huge fan of it, but at the same time, I can see why they do it. Lost, eh? So these trains flying off the edge. That'd be fun, wasn't it? Wouldn't it be? You demolish the track and the trains just fly off the track. I think in the clips demoing this game, the trains would do stuff like that. They were simulating some pretty spectacular crashes. They're actually showing off tankers crashing as well, and we haven't seen anything of the oil industry yet, or the liquid industries. So I don't know if they're still coming or what. Not entirely sure. Alright, get rid of that, get rid of that. Red's favourite mod, unpickable trains. Once you place it down, you can't pick it up. Oh dear. Why would you do such a thing? At the same time, why wouldn't you do such a thing? Litter it with personal trains. I mean, it's so dumb, it just sounds like such a Shred Guy thing to do. Like, that is the most Shred Guy thing around. I'm at height 0 on this thing. Technically, I'm at sea level. I'm going to aim for about here. Up in the ranks, a Factorio with red circuitry one day. New glass blowing most of the time. Factorio regular. It sounds pretty cool. I'd have to check that out, the glass blowing. A lot of stuff like that is actually can do. I wouldn't say does. I'd say can do really well on Twitch. They're always looking for that sort of thing. Always on the lookout for that. I don't know if you've heard of, I can't say it, Bronx? He was found out of nowhere one day, and now he's huge. He does Maori carvings? I'm not sure. I think it is Maori carvings such. Spellmaster might know. I can't think of it. I mean, like, New Zealand is so small, you basically know everyone over there. I think you can see the little Kiwi eyes just glowing laser red now. Realistic mod where they need maintenance and breakdown. Flying robots help the player construct stuff. Part of Team Glass. My brain is trying to do track and think about that sort of thing. Toi Wakaru. I can never say those. I should know better because I have had many Islander friends over the years. That would not be a fan of the way I say it. God damn it, connect, damn it. Yeesh. That was a battle and a half. Get it. Islander friends. They were a lot of them were from originally from well, some were from New Zealand. There's a few others from the island, Torres Strait Islands. Where's dude with the 4 month?
4 months of upside down koalas might be worth it.
Thank you very much for that. 4 months. Can we show some love and hype and honk and chat for West dude throwing down that 4 month? I mean, at the very least, you get some honks out of doing the resub. I mean, what more could you ask for, really? I mean, that's... You couldn't ask for anything more in life than a few honks. City Skylines type game? Well, this is an open DTD type game. Oh yeah, I gotta replace the bridge for the trucks. They can actually go again. It's kind of important. Away with ye. Right, you should all be happy now, I think. Oh wait, no, you're not gonna be happy yet. Not until I rebuild this. What about a Hyong fact? I mean, you do get exclamation mark koala fact. Giggity. It would be a waste of nipples if you couldn't make use of them, wouldn't it? A waste of a good nipple. He only has one nipple. Never mind. Right, let's surround you. Do we have more money yet? No. Yo, mama joke incoming. To read back. Let's see what the hell's going on. Yeah, just moving swiftly along. Even count as a nipple. Made a meet the parents joke. There was jokes in that movie? mean, I probably thought it was funny at the time, but at the same time, it's debatable that you would actually find it funny now. Could also say there was a joke in a Ben Stiller movie. Thought I was gonna go to bed early tonight, and look how that turned. Yeah, that worked really well. That worked out well for you, didn't it? Ben says he has nipple, you can build them. Then the old guy says, Greg, 5 nipples. Can you build? Oh, yeah. As I was saying, was there comedy in that movie? I legitimately don't remember. Should probably sort out iron planks for that place. Probably just gonna die anyway. Stop sending iron ore. Start sending iron planks. Oh, you don't have a squignal in between. There we go. That stone train also. Oh, there it is. Found it. Yeah, like the iron ore, it's only worth crap ore, whereas this thing, 1,400. It's worth a lot more. His electrical nipple shocking device. It doesn't use the shock nipples. That's sure. Martin loot with the train. Spaghetti's getting worse here. Like this, the spaghetti is getting pretty powerful here. Do I want to stay up for another 17 minutes at the end of the stream? You're gonna go to bed? You know you want to stay for 17 more minutes. Because otherwise you gotta wait another 22 hours to see this game again. You wouldn't want to do that now, would you? You take iron planks. Upgrade to red belt. I definitely would if I could, for sure. Gotta be honest. The belt system is pretty wonky. Yeah, they're definitely iron planks. Definitely iron planks. Okay, iron planks. That might be a little big. See, that one takes wooden planks, and this one takes iron planks. I think that might actually be in range of the station, too. I think I'm at the point now where I need to actually make the station bigger, too. Kind of amazing there's still 151,000 there, considering how much iron I'm trying to pull out of that place. Calories for Stadia, so both you still playing can enjoy it. Ouch. Yeah, seems to be taking it. Koala coins. Left for a redeem. Uh-oh. What on earth are you redeeming? For 1.5k. So how do you only have 1.5k? Dive under. Down, just one. It's about there. Warehouse. Yeah, I ain't supplying that place with iron ore. You can go bankrupt. You made a poor choice. For that, you can go bankrupt. You on the other hand can get some coal. I've done a run side upstairs. Six. Load. Full unload right there. Meep meep. Meep meep squeak squeak. Oh, speaking of stairs, apparently the cooldown's worn off. Stand by. Stand by for stair. Alright. This game looks fun. It is a fun game. I gotta look down to find the button. Oh, lost it. There it is. There we go. See, I can't look down at this thing and do the thing at the same time. It's tricky to do. I'm not like pro streamer that can do that sort of thing. Alright, you're doing that thing, so these slots can pretty much well be thrown in the bin. Dedicated secretary? Yeah, I think so. Right, so that one's done. Oop, that demolished the road. They probably want their street back. Fiery hugs, everyone. Much love. Going to bed at 6 a.m. All right, have a good one. Better get some sleep, even though it's 6 a.m. That's very early. Sell all. What are we at? We got 10 more minutes. The worst part is that ends up part of the recording. Late sleep or an early sleep? High demand. Am I getting iron bars? Yeah, you're getting iron bars. Ooh, you're getting a lot of trains too. Yeah, the iron plank train's just gonna hang out there. We're sleeping over. Oh, that's right. Most of the wagons end up looking pretty much the same in this. That's right, because you always end up using basically the same wagon for everything. I should start a new game and maybe throw a few mods on, just to get some more variety going. More stone, eh? It's better than some aspects are better, some distance doesn't seem to have any effect on money. Like, some aspects are better, some aspects are worse. Where it doesn't meet. Distance in this is just like, this has a lot of freedom, a lot of modern characteristics that OpenTTD doesn't have. Like, the grid's a lot less rigid because the game was from 1994. Strongest, I don't actually know. It's well over a kilometer. I've seen those trains where, in the harvest season, where the train's going across the crossing for like 4 minutes. Huge grain train. Yeah, so this game's, you know, it's visually it's a little bit more up to date than OpenTTD. OpenTTD's graphics are pretty awful. Even the base set, like, that was hyped up, and it was pretty awful. The original 256 color palette does it better. So yeah, this is visually a little bit nicer. I mean, the grass is a little bit too green. Just that no matter what planes made the most sense, they could travel the furthest. Yeah, in the original Transport Tycoon, transporting stuff by plane wasn't really that much better. It was OpenTTD expanding the map size that destroyed it. OpenTTD just has no economic balance. It was a lot harder to make money in the original game. Wheeling gas. There's some massive steel trains here too. But that's way down. Yeah, the Open GFX was really underwhelming for what it was promising. Ooh, iron planks has increased. Like, it really It would really, it's meant to be 32-bit color graphics, and it just doesn't look it. Bionic only got 15k. That is interesting, actually. It's supposed to be 250%. Viewer payout 200, regular payout 200, subscriber payout 200, moderator payout 250. Is there a role overriding it or something? Huh. Okay, cheating. You really did earn the cheater title, apparently. Ooh, we got a new headquarters. That's a good way to round it out, I think. With upgrading the headquarters. There's our headquarters now. A very 80s looking building. 70s, 80s looking building. And it just gained another floor to look even more 80s. 80s, 70s looking. More 70s than 80s, really. God damn, this place has grown. Anyway, on that note, I think it might be time to pause right about now.